Hello, this is Don Rowe and
Robert
Jones, of course. We're here this morning to discuss what is the first step in the home buying process. What is any home buyer, what should they think about doing first? And we're going to discuss pre-qualification and credit score. So Robert, why don't you take over from here and tell us why it's important to get pre-qualified and having a credit report run?
Yeah, so generally the first step, is, as Don mentioned, is pre-qualification. And the big thing for that is that's going to be where we as a lender look at your income, your assets, and your credit. We're going to make sure that we have the ability to make our monthly payments, that we have the money to bring to the closing, and that we have a credit score which represents that we will make our payments, essentially. And that's really all your credit score is your history of making payments. It's really important to do that. First and foremost, most people come and get that done because sellers, especially in a competitive market, aren't even considering offers without a pre-approval letter. It's what tells the seller, like, hey, I actually can do what I'm telling you I want to do. But more importantly, I think, and one of Don and my's kind of driving goals in that is we want to make sure that we're doing a good service for you all as the buyer, as the borrower, that you're not going to go out and fall in love with homes and then we have to yank the carpet out from under you and kind of tell you that that's not going to happen. So we want to make sure that before we even start looking at things, really even before you start playing around online, that we know what our capabilities are and that we know if we need to expand those, if we need to find a way to qualify for more or do something different, we can set those goals up front.
Very good. And our purpose too is that with anything, you always want to explore every option you have available. You don't want to put yourself in a box and think, well, I'm going to get this interest rate, I'm going to look for this price point, I'm going to do this sort of thing. So we do, and I as a realtor will explore every option you have available in terms of home buying, and Robert will explore every financial option you have available. It could be conventional, FHA, whatever. The point being is that before you do anything, gather your facts, make a plan, and we will certainly work towards that. But so another question though, Robert, is this, in terms of the credit. We hear this so much. How does a credit score affect one's interest rate? And the interest rate, of course, ties into your monthly payment.
So your credit score is really strongly affecting what your options are as far as lending goes. So your credit score, first and foremost, is going to determine which loan programs you can qualify for. Most don't have an upper limit. They're not going to say, hey, we only do up to a certain credit score, but a lot have a lower limit where we can't go below a 700 on a certain program or can't go below a 600 or a 550 on different programs. So having a higher credit score certainly opens up a lot more options for you. It also, within those options, can determine what your pricing and what your rate looks like. So, certainly having stronger credit gives you stronger options. That doesn't mean that having weaker credit means you don't have options or means that the options you have are bad. They just might be a little bit more limited.
Very good. Another thing too we want to ponder, this is why again you need to talk to Robert, that sort of thing, is that, let's say using the credit score topic again, is that your credit score could be lower but still acceptable to buy a home. So the question of the day though is, Robert will be able to tell you that, hey, if your credit score is here, but if your credit score is up here, your interest rate could be different or could be better. So the question would be, and this is where I come in, if you decided to buy a home today, what could you buy in terms of buying at today's prices? Or do you wait and try to improve that credit score? But unfortunately, the interest rates may be higher, so maybe the home prices, pardon me. So the point being is, consult with us. I will certainly help determine what homes are available, mapping out a plan for home buying, and Robert in conjunction will work with you on your financing. So together, we'll put together a plan that best suits you. So the premise behind all this is, what options do you have available? Explore every one, and that's what we'll do. So in summary, Robert, how would one contact you, please?
Yeah, so best contacts for me, you can reach out to my cell phone at 502-727-1592. I'm pretty widely available at that. You can reach me by email at rjones@momsoptions.com, or you can always go on our website and put in an application at momsoptions.com.
Well, I have a simpler way of contacting me, just 502-314-0522. And when I say night and day, I do mean that. I'm open 24 hours a day. And so we will discuss that. But again, I'm going to repeat myself one more time. You owe it to yourself to explore every option you have available period, bar none. And then you will choose the one that makes sense for you. So we are always available for you. Contact us. Again, thank you so much.